Hi, this is Bruce with C Group Energy, and it is December 18th, about 7 days before Christmas. Merry Christmas, by the way. And I'm here asking again, why are we limiting funding to nuclear, wind, and solar energy? Got nothing against any of those, really, but there are other possibilities that could be considered, and I do not understand why we're not considering them. Now, I've raised this question before. Uh, in fact, is just last November I raised this question, and I'm raising it again because we should be addressing how we expect to meet our future energy demand with cost-effective, dependable, clean energy sources. And I'm sorry, I don't see that happening. Uh, we're stuck, or at least funding is stuck, in like a time warp of what we've been doing for the last 50 years. If we can walk and chew gum at the same time, and we can, our energy future it demands that we start walking and chewing here, and we start doing it now. It's either that or we're going to have to settle for qualitatively and quantitatively less than what we have now. It appears to me that we like our cell phones, our tablets, our computers, our electric cars, as well as heating and lighting in our homes and offices. Now, do we really want to give these things up for lack of realistic planning and funding? I don't think so. Now, nuclear energy enthusiasts have never resolved the horrific nuclear waste issue beyond out of sight, out of mind, which certainly isn't any kind of solution, is it? Any child knows to hide things, don't they? My son used to park his little Hot Wheel cars in the old VCR. Remember those? That didn't work out very well for watching movies, at least not without first taking apart the VCR to take out the little toys. Anyway, you look back at Chernobyl, 3 Mile Island, or more recently the Fukushima Daiichi tsunami disaster, and these episodes, I guess, these events have scared the pants off people, and for the time being, we have no idea what the lasting impact of the Fukushima disaster will be on sea life or on our own lives. Excuse me. But don't many of us wonder if the negative impacts of Fukushima already exceed what we're publicly being told? I mean, the Pacific fisheries are seeing and reporting some strange things, but the media doesn't seem to be talking about it very much. A little coffee. Anyway, moving on from nuclear, the future of which I guess appears dimmer than it used to be. If we imagine that we're the director, okay, we're the CEO, we're the director, responsible for operating a university, a hospital, a medical clinic, factory, industrial facility, office building, or something else that demands reliable, continuous electricity. We can't really operate effectively only when the wind blows or the sun shines, can we? I mean, do we really want to stop surgery because the cloud cover shifted? I don't think so. Storage of electric power isn't yet really economically viable on any commercial scale. And for the time being, anyway, it appears that the wind and solar industries are happily feeding off popular government subsidies. So they're not hungry at all. They're not motivated to invest in significant R&D, are they? They're making plenty of money doing what they're doing. If this circumstance doesn't change, don't look for any substantive improvements in wind and solar cost efficiency anytime soon. Feeding at the public trough has never stimulated creativity and imagination, and I don't think that's going to change. At any rate, this wind and solar reliability issue suggests, as a practical matter, that it's not likely we'll ever exceed more than, 20-25% or so of growing future electrical demand via wind and solar power Certainly not for any activities or processes that require constant, reliable electricity. Now, granted, that 20% number may improve significantly if these industries start actually spending money on real product development, but that remains to be seen. For the time being, regarding planning, if fossil fuels and nuclear energy are tossed on the scrap heap of environmental hazard, well, what technologies are going to meet the remaining 80% of demand that isn't met by wind and solar? Or are we going back to the dark ages? Is that progress? To my knowledge, no significant monies are being allocated toward research of any other, possibly more viable alternative clean energy technologies. Isn't that a little short-sighted? I don't know. I think it is. I think we can walk and chew gum at the same time, and I think we need to spend some money in some other places besides just wind and solar. Anyway, I apologize for continually bringing this up. I know I'm like a broken record sometimes, but you know what? We're not getting the alternative energy job done, okay? And at some point, this is going to become an issue. Why don't we conveniently plan for and solve the dilemma conveniently now, okay? Instead of waiting till later and trying to do it in what will turn out to be a very inconvenient, very expensive panic. In any event, those of us here at Z Group Energy in Coolidge, Arizona, wish you folks a very happy Hanukkah, which is almost over now. Today's the 18th. And have a nice Christmas and a wonderful New Year holiday, okay? Enjoy the beautiful lights and the decorations. Spend some time with your friends and your families. And you know what? We'll tackle better energy planning in 2018, okay? Maybe that can be one of our New Year's resolutions. Anyway, thanks for listening. This is Bruce with Z Group Energy. Have a great 2018.